Hi there and welcome back to the channel. In today's video we will finally be driving the Corolla. First we just need some petrol. Gotta check if it's still got water in it. Yeah, still good. Okay, yeah, this thing's nice and together. Let's get a move. Okay, we are here at the super secret testing area. Disclaimer, this is not on public roads, just to put that out there. Anyways, I'm completely alone, so I won't really be able to get any external shots of the car. I will have to have a friend with me and I will have to have a passenger seat in this thing for that to happen. But for now, I'll at least be able to get two angles, because I've got a new toy. I've got a nice GoPro. I've got a nice suction cup for it. I've got a thing to put in my head so you can see exactly where I'm looking. So I'm looking forward to playing with that, as well as playing with this little thing. This is going to be so much fun. It already feels much better with the new shock absorbers in the back. I feel much more confident now that it's a bit less sketchy as well. I also lost half of the exhaust. Yeah, let's not talk about that. I lost half of the exhaust, so that's some weight gone. Yeah, I haven't done much since last you've seen this. I've only installed a fire extinguisher. So this is all just dirt, as you can see, where this thing is the most fun. It's a nice windy course around a mealie field, around the cornfield. I'll be starting right about there, by that dark spot, going around here, and then heading off to somewhere there in the distance. Okay, that was probably the hardest I've ever driven this car in a sprint like that. So let's just do a quick once over. I've already done a cool down lap just to keep her happy, just to keep some air through the radiator. Where's that? Yeah, still there. That's still fastened. Still fastened. Still good. That's still good. And that's still good. That second clip, you could really see how inexperienced I really am. I made a lot of mistakes, and that's just because I kind of lost confidence because I was doing some weird sputtery thing under heavy load in the very tight corners, so I was a bit what's the word, hesitant to give it all the beans, and I made a lot of mistakes. I misshifted a couple times, I turned in too late, turned in too early. I've still got a lot of progress to make and a lot to learn. So the car's getting a bit warm, gearbox is getting warm. In this thing the clutch does get a bit warm, then it starts to slip, so I'm just gonna take a nice chill drive back to my favorite section, hit that section once more, and then head home and park her up, probably give her a wash as well. But yeah, let me just slowly drive to my favorite spot in this I don't know what you can call it. Let's call it a track, and then we can call it a day.
Stop now, it's gonna die. Let's hurry home. I don't want to push. I don't want to push this thing. Good car. Let me get a hat. Much better. Ah, yes. You can hear. You know that sometimes a car makes some certain sounds when you park it after you've just driven the shit out of it. Yeah, it's doing those. That's very cool. But yeah, she performed solidly. Little few mishaps. But apparently that's a thing with carburetors, especially these little downdraft 36 DCDs. They kind of do that sometimes. That and a combination of fuel slosh. I mean, I only put 10 liters in. There's a lot less of that left now because this thing does get rather thirsty when I'm driving like that. And I mentioned it earlier and you guys saw it. I might be driving a bit harder than I should be for my experience level. There were a few oopsies. No, I'd never got close to crashing, but there were a few oopsies. So yeah, lots to learn, lots to improve upon. Anyways, work that needs to be done to this thing that I really want done right now is this has a steering box in it. You can get the subframe and rack and pinion steering setup from a 1.3 Corolla and put it in one of these. It's a straight swap apparently. I want to do that. I need new front shocks because it's definitely, especially with the rear shocks now being stiffer, it's a lot more tail happy, and it does not need to be more tail happy. Also, it does this weird thing where you forget where the wheel is pointed. That's mostly due to the steering box, and I think a bit of suspension as well, because it would try to self-correct, but you would not have started your counter steering action. It's almost like the car has a mind of its own despite the direction in which the wheels are turned. So that's weird. I need to look into that. And I need fresh front brake pads and discs. Like the rear brakes are brand spanking new. I need fresh front brakes, rotors and pads. I might want to change to better brake lines and racing brake fluid for my clutch and my brakes. And then somewhere down the line also a new and uprated clutch. And somewhere in the far future engine mods and power adders will be done as well, but I'm not even thinking about those right now. And I'm also very glad to report that the holes in my windows did their job. The cabin was not nearly as hot today as it was the last time I drove this thing, and I'm very happy about that. I almost want to take this thing on tarmac now. And I still want to do like skid pads and shit with this thing, so I've got a spare diff over there. I need to get that opened up and get that welded, because for some reason the diffs in these things need to be opened up. You need to pull the side shafts, you need to disassemble the entire center portion to get at the spider gears, and then you can weld them together and put everything back together again. So that is a huge pain. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you guys want to see more of, what you guys want to see less of. I've probably paced around this car like 10 times now. Yeah, I will check you guys in the next video. Cheers.